Is it working better now? Boy, that was weird. Weird. Why are you doing this? Really? What in the heck is happening? Whatever, I guess it's fine. But my bitrate is better now, so who knows. Ugh! I do not need to worry about this right now. Stupid. Alright, I'm gonna attempt something. I don't believe for a second that I can't do it this way. So we're gonna try it. This CMOS, again, is stupid huge. Oh, Minty! Sorry about that. And by the way, thank you so much for your subscription because I only just saw it and I saw that you subscribed for 2 months and then 3 months, 3 months and then 2 months. Is that right? Because that's like, oh my gosh, I cannot thank you enough. Even just for the one subscription, I really appreciate that, and I really hope that you are getting out of this stream as much as you can and as useful stuff as you can. So that's awesome. Thank you. I don't know. I think I only subscribed this month again. Oh, maybe it's just counting like other times you subscribed. It's, you know, my technology lately has been a little weird. So I'm not exactly sure what's happening. But things have been cray. And I'm trying to get over it. I'm also attempting something here. I'm almost done with this shirt. I think someone did for 4 months though. That's crazy! I don't know what to say about that. That is just an amazing feeling. I'm so grateful. And of course, I don't know if you noticed, but I do have a donation ticker on there right now, or goal, because my serger decided to stop working properly, and I need to get it fixed, so I don't even know how realistic it is. Again, thank you for the subscription. That does help a lot. Hopefully I can raise a little money so that I can have my stupid serger repaired. Oh, fuck me. Oh no, I just realized something horrible. I wasn't doing this at the right, oh hey Sierra! Sierra Lars. Hi, things not good here too, but all we can really do is keep walking on. Where's here, Sierra? Don't tell me you're in Australia. I'm gonna be very sad. Yeah, the serger and my technology problems, it's all going downhill here. Hopefully not Australia. Oy, well, Scotland. What's going on in Scotland right now? Or is it just like your personal stuff that's not going so well? For both of you, and Australia, it's so awful. It's been going on since September. I can't even fathom what that must be like. I'm not sure how people are affected in the cities, Melbourne, Australia, those places, but either way, the whole country is just on fire. And I don't think it was from nefarious things. I think it was just natural causes that happened. Lightning strikes, stuff like that caused the fire to happen. Is no bueno. Oh my God, I'm fighting with this. Fighting. Why is the seam allowance just so cartoonishly large on this pattern? It makes no sense. I think I need to fix that eventually. Oh, jeez. Well, that's better, I guess. It's gonna need to be clipped. I really need to finish this. I do hope they managed to get things under control. Yeah, I saw it was raining in Sydney. Kal-El, get down. Get down. Right now, get down. Thank you. Yeah, that's just literal hot mess right there. Okay, we're starting from the center again. Hopefully get this situated. Right there. All right. Really? Oh my gosh. So other than that, how is everybody? Hey, Omni. Oh, so let's move this. I'm trying a new thing. Although I guess I could go back this way. Why is this not working? Restream is being weird right now. So I'm in the Twitch stream manager just to be able to read chat. With interfacing, one thing I'm curious about but never had an answer, do you attach it to the lining or to the outer fabric? The outer fabric or both, depending on what you're doing. But you want it to be on the outer fabric so that it becomes a little bit more stiff on the outside and more opaque. Otherwise, the lining is going to show, like that thin single layer is going to show right through a lot of the time. So usually on the outer fabric, if it's a collar, like I did on this one, it's both the upper and lower. I'm busy, but stopping in to say hello. Hello, my love, hello. I had lunch with your mama. She took me to Panera, and I went dressed like this, so... And I was fine with it. I'm not usually embarrassed or anything by that sort of thing. But it was interesting. We had a nice discussion. It was very nice. What, Cal? What is it? What do you need? Why do you cry? This is not making it easy. These are the reasons why you don't want such a wide seam allowance on things like necklines. There's just no rhyme or reason for it, and it makes your life harder. It's just impossible. Good grief. Did I get it? That's gonna have to be trimmed down. It's crazy. So yeah, you got stuff like this neckline. Look at, and this is a 5/8 inch seam allowance, so I had to follow the 5/8 inch, and I was just gonna trim it. But it is such a bother to deal with when you have a neckline that's so curvy. You can pull it out, sure, but man, it does not need 5/8 of an inch. It needs to be 1/4 or 0.5 centimeters. I did succeed in sewing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Minty. And lunch was good. And let me see what Sierra says here. I did succeed in sewing a blouse, a functional one, for the first time. So that's one positive for me. That said, was in a microfiber crepe chiffon hybrid weird stuff that was a nightmare to sew. I have a new respect for folks who can make stuff out of super lightweight fabrics. Oh boy. Thank you, Omni. Have a good day at work. That's awesome. You did your first blouse. Functional, workable, wearable blouse. That should be a song or something. I feel like it should be a song. I'm just gonna snip this down to release some of this tension caused by the ridiculous seam allowance. Right here. Seam allowances do not need to be this wide for a neckline. I'm gonna say that over and over again. This is ridiculous. Oh yeah? I have a little troublemaker walking around right now. I wonder who it is. It's my little monkey. Yeah, what are you doing? Crazy? Okay, that's... Well, I kind of shredded this, but I had to. Look at all that shredding I did just to get this to release a little bit. I'm gonna turn it out, but... Holy crap! So that's gonna need to be pressed. I think I caught most of it okay, so it looks okay. So I did this where this is the right side of the fabric, so I'm gonna have to do some pressing here anyway. While I was on the neck of the blouse, I thought the seam was awkward too. It was 1 centimeter. If you did it less, it's a lot easier to deal with. Did you draft the pattern yourself, or were you working with a pattern that was already set with a seam allowance? Because usually I try to keep it like, for a neckline, anywhere between 0.5 or a 1/4 inch. And then you can really work, and that's pretty much with anything that has a very curvy edge. So a neckline, for instance, it's super curvy. In order to sew anything pretty straight on there, you don't want to go in too wide because it's just harder to deal with the tension of the fabric as it's being pulled into a straight line. So typically 1 centimeter is okay, but if it's too much of a problem, you can trim it down to about a 1/4 and it might be easier to work with. I was using one of the Otomino sewing ones. Oh, okay, so you must have added the seam allowance yourself. So then it's probably just make a smaller seam allowance for necklines if that's easier for you to deal with. Why do some of the Lolita blouse patterns that I see have like huge Peter Pan collars, like really huge? Yeah, I don't like that either. Kind of like what I'm wearing, I guess. Although this is not as big. This is pretty small compared to the ones in those books. So I hear what you're saying. And it's a good question. I try to trim them down. They're a little too clownish for me. There's no reason for them to be that big. You know? Okay, I'm just kind of assessing here. The one you're wearing is cute and small. This is Baby the Starshine Bright. It was from a Lucky Pack of like 6 years ago. But it's super comfy. I'm actually surprised that it fits me so well even now. So that's actually saying something. It's pretty simple too. So there's not a lot of hardware involved, not a lot of like super complicated stuff. It's just a lot of elastic, basically a straight sleeve with elastic on the cuff, and then you got yourself like a cute little cuff. So if you wanted to make a simple blouse for yourself, this is probably the easiest way to do it. You don't have any cuff to put on or buttons on the cuff itself. You just kind of straight sleeve, elastic, and you're done. My mother said the exact same about that blouse. Aw. But the ones I see are, why so big? I don't think they look that great. I used shorter lace than the pattern wanted, and I still feel I could have chopped off another inch. Yeah, it's, I wonder, I have all of them, and I don't remember, there might be one in there that has a slightly smaller collar. There might also be a potential blouse in the Goth Lolly pattern books as well. I have to take a look. They might be a little smaller. I don't know why they're so clownishly big though. The one I'm making is supposed to have like 2 collars on top of each other, like a huge one with a smaller one on top. Clownish, as he said, is a good way to describe it. Yeah, it is. What pattern are you talking about, Minty? Let's see, I gotta get this ready. I think we could do it with this guy. To use this guy. Oh, the one from the magazine you put on Discord. The Berta. I saw those. Those are cool. So you found them. I don't have enough neck for that big a collar. Yeah. It's one that they do the tutorial with photos. Interesting. It's like a layered collar. And that's from a Berta magazine. I might expect something that ridiculous from Otome no Sewing, but I don't recall seeing anything like that. So, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, I had Panera. It was quite tasty. I am very full. This needs some help here. No, not Berta. Oh, sorry. From that strange goth lolly that I have. Oh, okay. Then that does make sense now. Okay. Interesting. So they have a picture tutorial and it's just like too weird. You know, and honestly, those books, I mean, there's a reason why they revamped them. The style of patterns that they had, not to mention a lot of the patterns themselves were just not that great. So, still, it is an interesting attempt. Are you stuck on it, or is it just like way too weird for you to even want to do it? You said you're doing it though, right? You're making it? One of them. I don't want the two. I think it looks weird having the two, so I had to redraft it. Slowly making it. Okay, so you redrafted that weird double collar thing. Yeah, that's probably what I would do too. I end up doing that half the time anyway. I'll find a cute pattern and then I'm like, yeah, but I don't like this one part, so I don't need it. I'm gonna change it. It's convenient to be able to do that. Concentrating. Trying to fold down this inside edge of the collar so I can top stitch it closed. And then we just have to put on some cuffs to the sleeves and the sleeves to the thing and then the buttonholes and we're done. 2020 resolution for me is sew more blouses, probably in cotton. That's a good idea. Also, why is an overlocker needle so fiddly to remove? Because I guess it has to be like super secure because of the way that it functions. But the good news is you could just use regular home needles to replace them. Yeah, no, I agree though. Does yours take a hex key or a special tiny screwdriver in order to get it out? I have that. I have a hex key one. Also, just a little bit off tangent here, off subject. Is anybody else looking forward to the Trolls World Tour thing? The Trolls, the new Trolls movie, basically. So I have to tell you, I really liked it. I loved the original movie. I thought it was hilarious and adorable. I am always entertained. I like Anna Kendrick, and I think Justin Timberlake is really, really funny. So, I really enjoyed that. Alright. I think we're going to be okay. So I'm going to top stitch on the outside. And it's going to look funny on the inside, but I don't care about the inside because it's on the inside. So we're going to be okay. So that is all pressed in and ready to be sewn. And I might need to change my needle to something a little bit more substantial. Because that is a lot of thickness. A lot of thickness it's going to be going through. Needs big needle. I can't even see into the component part. I need to break out the flashlight. I'm also more blind than I was last time I got glasses too. Oh. Blind as in facetiously blind or like legit becoming blind? Because I'm inclined to believe the first one over the latter. Okay, we're gonna do a 14, which would require a tool I don't have on my desk right now. All these guys need to go away. This. Darn it, it is a hex key. I need a stronger prescription and new glasses. Ugh. Put that there. Oh, I guess I'll put that there. Oh, I do have that one. These guys. This here. Here. And here. I'll need the paper scissors, so I'm going to leave that out. This needs to go away. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of organizing. Oh, is it actually working now? Oh, I guess it is actually working now. Neat. Weird. 4 viewers, neato. Okay, so all of this organizing, and I actually still need to get my little, I need my screwdriver now. I have this one. Oh, I hate losing my tools. So discouraging. Welcome. Off to hunt for the hex key. Okay, good luck. Yeah. Usually it comes with one, but if yours didn't come with one, getting a micro set is probably what you need to do. Are you going to fit? What do I need to do to entice you in there? Okay. Right. Oh, this one was, what is this one? Oh, it is a 12. Okay, that's a 12. We're getting there. Look at how close we are. Tap it. Yeah. It's trying. Oh, it's trying. Yeah, and this sort of thing would be better suited for that machine because it is strong as an ox. But I'm trying to keep it all kind of condensed right now so that I have everything on the screen here. Be right back, have to get some food. Alright, bon appetit. And hey, Post-Up, how you doing? You working on stuff today? Mostly. Doing good, have the day off, being kind of lazy. Do not blame you at all. I wish I could be lazy right now, but I can't because I have commissions, which is good because then I can pay my rent. Yeah. Although, I do want to announce one more time, I do have my donation ticker on right now. Well, it's not a ticker, it's a goal. I have a donation goal. Because apparently my serger is being a little bitch and needs to be repaired and or replaced. So I just gave it a shot in the dark and put that up there. I don't even know if that's going to work. But it's there if you're watching this in review or whatever, but thought I'd mention. I have needs beyond my rent now. And it's a lonely world. I don't know. Yeah, it started skipping stitches, and it's done this before, and I've managed to like kind of put a band-aid on it by tightening it, but it's kind of old now and I use it a lot. So the idea is to either get this one fixed again, which has already been serviced once, or find a replacement. I think they have a newer model of the same thing. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I don't know if I should top stitch the entire thing. I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, so that is done. The neckline is on. Collar's on. Hooray! Okay. That's looking very good. Very nice. Actually, and you know what? The back side doesn't look that bad either. I am actually kind of impressed with myself. That doesn't look half bad, but at least it's on the inside. And so the pretty side is the outside. I'm liking this. It's gonna be a nice work shirt. Very utilitarian sort of thing. Ooh! Could probably do with another washing. And this time, the collar is actually placed in the proper place. So that when it's buttoned and overlaid this way, that is where the collar is supposed to fall. For some reason, I had the worst time figuring out the placement of the collar to where it like would overlap or be too far. So this is looking pretty good. It's looking very nice. It's gonna be very nice. Now I just gotta do the cuffs on these sleeves and then attach the sleeves. So we're gonna do that now. We're gonna stop dragging our feet about it. Although I do need water. Oh, hey! Oh my God! Who donated? I missed it and I'm so sorry. Minty! Oh, Minty, my heart. Oh, my heart. Thank you. I got $10. I appreciate so much. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Minty, you're the best. I love you. Oh. I feel like this crowd that I tend to gather on my streams seems very wholesome. I bet like a lot of the crafter streams tend to be that way. Like it's going to attract that sort of person, usually very calm, into like zen-like activities such as knitting and crochet or embroidery. So we tend to be very good people and I so appreciate that. I love the conversation. I just love you guys. I love it when I have new people. I love it when there's returning people. It's just been such a wonderful experience being on Twitch and doing all this stuff. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Now let's see if I can actually properly apply this stupid cuff. Stupid. No, it's not stupid. It's going to be fabulous. I might need to do this with it being inside out. Let me think. Or will I? No, because it needs to be on the inside. Do I have nachos on here? Where are my nachos? I'm going to top stitch it on the outside again, just so that the pretty side is on the outer part. You found a hex key! Hooray! Now don't lose it, because I tend to lose mine all the time. I'm like, I find it! I mean, I found it! And then I'll put it somewhere where I think is a smart place, and then the next time I need it, which is quite a while from then, it tends to be like, I don't remember where I put this thing, and I end up looking for it everywhere. I think I lose it. And no, it was in the smart place. So smart, even I forgot where it was. I do that all the time. So silly. No idea where the one for the machine went, though. Ugh, yeah, but so you found one that works, and that's really all that matters. So just make sure you put that in a place. Like, if you have a toolkit, like my toolkit that I have, always a good idea to have one of those little toolbox. Really, Cal? Really? This cat, I swear, he's figured out that he likes to be on top and how to get up there. So now all my stuff that's stored up there is like his toy to knock down, because he's a cat. Oh, and speaking of cats, I went to see cats. I went in already knowing what it was about and how it played out, and so I had already pretty low expectations based on all the horrible reviews that I heard about it. But I gotta tell you, I actually liked it. But that's because, I don't know, I experienced it originally, so I understood that it was not a story as told in the traditional sense. And honestly, I like the music. This one is going in the sewing machine tray. Good idea. That's always a good idea. If you have one of those, utilize it. Use it. Do it. Yeah. Alright, this is gonna happen. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, guys. I gotta cut out a flapper dress today. And it is already 2:20 in the afternoon where I am. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay here. That's right. I need to do this. Let's see. Cats are butts, but cute. Got to meet my mom's boss's cat today, and he was so fluffy and cute. His fur was crazy thick. Posef says, saw it at Christmas. I liked the music, but not much else. Victoria was cute. Yes, Victoria was cute. I was entertained by Ian McKellen as the theater cat. He was actually quite funny as a cat. I was like, that's not something you're gonna see very often in your life. Of course, I always loved the music. That musical came out a year before I was born, so it ran for 21 years. So it was everywhere when I was growing up. I heard Memory so many times. Yeah, it was just like part of my upbringing at that point. So I didn't actually see the show until the 98 version came out, where it was the stage play produced for a recording. And that was fun. And I didn't realize until I watched that it did not have a linear story, that it was basically an exploration of themes. That's like the whole point of the show. So going in knowing this really helps a lot in being able to enjoy it. I thought Jennifer Hudson was actually pretty good. I love the dancing. I feel like they probably could have benefited from not so much CG and just having the dancers wearing jazz shoes and leg warmers like the original cast did on stage, and also like half mitts or something to make their hands less human-like. You know what I mean? They had toes. That was weird. They sometimes wore shoes, like obvious shoes, and I'm just like, why don't they just always wear their dance shoes? Because it's a dance show, that's what it's about. But okay. And then of course it had like added narrative, which the original show did not have. There was no speaking lines in the show. I still found it fun. But then again, maybe I'm just easily entertained. Getting there, guys. I'm getting there. I'm kind of panicking right now. I'm panic sewing. So, yeah. Flapper dress. That's due on 16th. So, I really got to get a move on here. And my poor roommate has been waiting on me to finish this shirt for her friend since, yeah, you know, a while. Like this took care of last month's rent, so that tells you something. Aha, there you are. Let's see, I saw the VHS version and a stage version. Honestly, it's never been a fave, but I don't hate it. I keep thinking that there is no way doing costumes would have been more expensive than the CG. Yeah, practical effects are actually less expensive than CG. It's just, I mean, it's costuming with extra steps that you don't need. So, they could have saved a lot of money. Also, there is a connection with the Judi Dench playing Old Deuteronomy. Originally, she was meant to play Jenny Anydots in the original run of Cats back in 1980. I think maybe even in 1981 before it opened, but then she snapped her Achilles tendon and couldn't be in the show. So I guess to have her chance to be in a show that she would have otherwise been in, they cast her as Old Deuteronomy in the new movie, which I thought was kind of a nice idea. I felt like, well, that's a nice way to participate in something that you had maybe looked forward to and couldn't do it afterward. Okay, so this guy is going to have to be ironed down, I think, before... Maybe... Maybe... No, it has to be this way. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, again, I went in already inclined to like it, and I know it's kind of weird, not everybody's cup of tea. So, you know, there's no problem with that. It's not for everybody. Not everybody's gonna like Hamilton, despite how good it is. Some people just don't like the kind of music that it is. Like my mom, for instance. She likes American history and politics, but she is Latin American, and she never liked rap music, and so there is, no matter what the rap music is saying, there's no way that I'll ever convince her that Hamilton is a show worth listening to. So sometimes it just depends on your tastes. If you already knew the show, knew going in what it was about, how it ran, that's, you know, different. Alright, we're gonna attempt a thing here. Jeez. Is this really gonna be the way I have to do this? Oh my god, this is such a pain in my ass. Guys. Oh my god. I just need to finish this darn shirt. And I was hoping that I wouldn't have to undo anything while I did it. Come on. I'm gonna have to redo this stupid seam right there. That's fine, I guess. I'm gonna have to make this shirt again too, because this style of shirt was supposed to be a Christmas present for my future father-in-law. And then I got commissions. And I still have the Modes for You fabric. But while I got free fabric, that's not paying me money, so I gotta focus on the things that'll let me eat. And I'm back. Oh, Minty, thank you so much for coming back, because I wanted to thank you again for your awesome donation of $10. Thank you so much. I'm just so touched that you would do that and subscribe to me. Really, truly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that I can do something special for you in the future as well. Really put that donation and all your time and subscription to use. You're awesome. Everybody's awesome. I feel like I'm in love with the world right now, so that's a good feeling. I was mentioning earlier that I'm panic sewing right now. I'm trying to get this done. That's gonna be hard. I have a feeling that I probably shouldn't do this before I, press it. I think I should press that before I do something stupid. Don't do the stupid thing, Carol. Okay. Let's stuff this in here. Gotta figure out a way to make this more interactive, because that would be interesting. I still am learning about Twitch and like what tools I have at my disposal, like what even people would be interested in doing. There's like You Don't Know Jack the Party, I think, is a thing that people have done. But that's definitely more game related rather than sewing related. A sew along, we talked about that many, many times. Woo, figured out narrow rolled hem function on the overlocker. Awesome! I'm altering a dress to be Lolita just now. Oh, awesome, awesome. So what model of serger do you have, or overlock machine? Yeah, the only one so far that I could find that does a rolled hem to my liking was the Brother. So, and that's like the only reason I got it. I originally had a Juki, or Janome, sorry, I had a Janome, and it was subpar. It only did the one function, which was overlock, and that's it. But I really wanted that fine, rolled, embroidered pearled edge hem thing. It is! Okay, so you have the newer one. Yeah, you've got the newer model of mine. That's the one I want. Or something like it. I think there's another one that's like similar. It might be like $180 or something like that. So we'll see. It's either get this one fixed, which I've had for years and I think the parts are just wearing out, or just get a new one. I'm trying to see what my budget's gonna look like in my near future. It is uncertain. My future is uncertain. Okay, I'm trying to do something. Get over there. Get over there. Right there. Really? It was supposed to be the 1034D, but this arrived because it's that's the one that I have, the 1034D, and it's no longer being made in lieu of the new model. So that's probably why you got that one. Why though? Why is it all bunched up underneath? Well, we'll see. Hey. Concentrating. I'm concentrating. So what's happening? I sew faux fur on it a lot, so it's pretty sturdy. Awesome. My friend told me about a fashion design award to raise awareness for the Angelman syndrome. What's that? Thinking to give it a go. Never been to a design contest, so I'm nervous. Oof, yeah, I would be nervous too. I tend to take my time when it comes to designing, so anything that's putting me under pressure to make something is just like, it's not going to work out. It's not going to be pretty for me. Nobody's going to have a good time. But what's Angelman syndrome? What is that? I thought I knew a lot of them, but I don't. Let's see. Mostly because I don't think I can do a creative enough outfit. I definitely recommend this model if you're thinking about getting it. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would love to get it. If I can find it for a pretty inexpensive price, I'm all over it. Okay, let's do some pressing. Oh, I wish I could be lazy today, but I can't. Hatsune Miku Vocaloid, really, right now? Hilarious. Oh my god, Minty. Angelman syndrome is often misdiagnosed as cerebral palsy or autism due to lack of awareness. Characteristics or symptoms of Angelman syndrome include developmental delay, lack of speech, seizures, walking and balance disorders. Individuals with Angelman syndrome will require lifelong care because of its genetic relationship to autism and other disorders. Many researchers believe that curing Angelman syndrome will lead to cures for similar disorders. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, that sounds like a very good cause. I would say just give it a try. You know, just say yes and try it. And if you fail, you fail. If you succeed, even better. But one should never be afraid to fail. And I have that same problem. Believe me, I have a really hard time of getting myself just started because I'm afraid that I'll just do it wrong right off the bat before I even try. And that's not a really good way to live your life, you know? We need to learn to say yes more often to things. Within reason, you know. The worst you can do is not try. Well, it's also an investment, I guess, to get myself out there. If you do it and fail, it's not a waste. It's a good lesson. That's good. Yes, I agree. Even if I can't spell that, I tried hard. No, it's pretty much it's something that's really hard for a lot of us to get over, is just to do something. Like, you can think about it and you can talk yourself out of it, but if you just give it a go, you never know what might happen. And even if nothing happens, then the best you can do is say that you at least tried. Yes, you're right. Thank you. And I think I will have to talk the jury, so it's good to make myself talk and explain my ideas. Oh, yes. Just afraid of not doing something creative enough. I always think the stuff I design is too boring and normal compared to everyone else. I think I'm just made for casual clothing. Honestly, I felt the same way. I feel a lot of the time when I make anything that's Lolita, it's not fancy enough, it's not out there enough, it's not creative enough. And I think I've narrowed it down. I've analyzed and self-analyzed myself so often that I've narrowed down why my stuff comes out that way. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it's just like, this is a casual dress, this just is as much as it needs to be. Like the one that I'm wearing now, I made this dress, it has no lining, it has very minimal embellishment, but really, if I wanted to make something more out there, I would really have to put in the time in putting in details. So embellishment is like the biggest thing for me. And when I do it right. But that's going to take time. Sometimes I just want to make a dress I can throw on and wear, you know? But I always thought the same thing. If I'm designing something from scratch, I feel like it's just not special enough. Like, who would want to wear this? Nobody, except me, maybe. But then it's not like, it doesn't have the pizzazz that I was hoping for. But then there's other people that like what I make. So it's really not up to me. If I design something and I enjoyed the design process, and then someone out there sees it and likes it too, it's not up to me to make up their mind. They like it. They made up their own mind. I'll have to try hard. Just do your best and have an experience. And you might actually grow. You'll learn something from it that you didn't know before because you pushed yourself to that limit. Like, I know I could never be on Project Runway, but I've tried to challenge myself kind of in the same vein, just privately. And when I do that and I just throw care to the wind and just try it, sometimes I come up with an idea that I wouldn't have thought of before until I put myself under my own pressure. And then it's more comfortable to deal with because it's just me. Like challenging myself, and then a new door opens because of it, you know? Oh, goodness. Okay, I think we're ready to do some top stitching on these cuffs. What in the world? Excuse me, guys. Hello? Yes? Okay, that was kind of weird. I just got a call from what sounded like the oldest little lady, asking about my customer service experience with Pizza 9. The last time we ordered from Pizza 9 was like months ago. I couldn't tell if it was like a scam. She sounded really old, like legit old, not somebody pretending to be old. I have no idea. I just said, I had a good experience. No, I would not like an appreciation certificate for some cinnamon nuggets. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay. We're almost there, guys. Ugh. We're almost there. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Please don't break. Please don't break. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's trying. Oh god. Okay. Flapper dress will take me a little less time. So this shirt has a lot of little components to it, so it's taken me a little longer than I hoped for. When did I cut this out? Like last week? Was it Friday? Thank you. Thank you, Apple Watch, for telling me I need to stand up. Yeah, you can do it, Minty. Believe in yourself and just give it a good shot. This is pretty nice. Oh, good. I do have them going opposite ways. Yay me! Hey, Paul! Oh, no worries. I'm so glad you came in to say hi. Hello! You know, I've been wanting to talk to you about maybe playing Destiny with you. I don't know if you've been playing that at all. So I know our schedules keep getting weirded out. We're all over the place and we can never seem to find time to do stuff, but I do have you. Are we friends on Steam? Are we friends on Steam? You like Destinies? Yeah? Hello, Lady Kyra! Hello, hello! Not sure. Let me take a look. Okay. I will let you. I'm finishing a Xenomorph shirt. It's a pretty awesome shirt. It's almost there. It's almost there. I'm gonna put sleeves on, and then it needs buttonholes, and then I get to move on to the next one. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. Oh, it's trying. Just that one little bump at the beginning where all the folds of interfacing and fabric are kind of stacked on top of each other. It's very hard for my tiny machine here to get through. There we go. And it's okay. It evens out a little. Okay. He's still looking. Just periodically looking at my chats. Yikes. Okay. Oh, we made it. We did it. We didn't break a needle. Yes, we're connected on Steam. I'm definitely good to be bad at video games with other people in the most embarrassing ways possible. Yeah, so my kind of game is RPGs. And I've only started doing the whole FPS thing because my boyfriend loves Destiny. But my jam is usually things like Final Fantasy Online, which I've been playing a lot, trying to get a good chunk of my subscription usage in there. But that's my style of games. So the whole FPS thing, I'm okay when it comes to like killing the AI aliens and all that stuff, but I panic when it comes to like actually facing off real people. So I can't do the Gambit, I can't do Crucible without a lot of encouragement from my boyfriend next to me saying, you can do it, just aim here, just stay next to me. And I'm just like, okay, oh God, somebody's shooting at me. Oh my God, what's happening? I don't know if I can handle this. Okay, B. We're gonna stay at B. We're gonna stay at B. Oh, we're moving to C now. Oh, okay. And then like there's things happening and I'm just all over the place. I can't handle it. But the aliens I could do, because I know that they're not people. My jam is typically strawberry. I prefer raspberry. Okay, that's some pretty nice sleeves now. Very, very nice. I am nothing if not a silly person. I'm really glad you stopped in though. I won't keep you. Thanks for saying hi. Checking out my stuff. Did you see this awesome shirt I'm working on? Let me show you real quick before you go. This is what the print looks like. It's a whole bunch of xenomorphs. There's only one man who dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star! Thanks. I'm glad you think so. It's spoon flower fabric, so I had to soften it a lot with some fabric softener. But it worked out. It's almost done. Just needs buttons after this, so. Well, we'll hook up sometime and play some games. One day, soon, hopefully. When I'm not inundated with all these commissions. Sounds great. Have a great evening. You too, my friend. Thanks for coming by. Really? Is that where it's supposed to be? Because... it's supposed to be eased. Did I or did I not? Ooh, I did not. Okay, I did not mark my top center here. Urgh. Why do I make things difficult for myself? Why do I do this? Real? Wait a minute. I think I know what my problem is. My problem is that I'm not paying attention. So, this is the other side. This is the left sleeve. Good job, me! Still, it does still need to be eased in. Aha, now it makes sense. Now the notches are lining up like they're supposed to. Hooray. Oh my god, so close. If I just keep telling myself how close I am to finishing this shirt, then I almost said stupid shirt. It's not a stupid shirt. It's actually a pretty badass shirt. It's just that I'm over it. I want this to be done now and move on with this. Can do this the right way. Still gonna be Did I really? me? I snipped this one, but I didn't snip the other one. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why do I do this? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. There. Now I know that this part goes in the shoulder. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Woohoo! I might be stupid, but I'm going to attempt a thing. I'm going to attempt to just put this on without too much pins. I'm just going to start at the underarm. Still with the stupid wide seam allowance. With the same stupid seam allowance, we are going to sew on our armholes. Same stupid 5/8 seam allowance, because why not? We need the more the merrier. The more seam allowance the better, right? No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. I mean, also the way that they have you putting on this sleeve, they do the sleeve while the side seam is open, and then you close the side seam and the sleeve at the same time. How exactly is that supposed to work? Because you have to put on the cuff that goes around from the placket, which is not on the seam. So it wouldn't make any sense to do it that way? I have no idea. Gotta have that huge safety margin, right? I do that when I'm feeling lazy. I do that when I'm lazy too. It doesn't make sense! No, it doesn't make sense! And it's like totally what it says in these stupid ancient instructions. Oh, that's why. 'Cause you're supposed to sew up the side seam first, and then when the sleeve is attached to the main body, then on the sleeve you attach the cuff. Okay, I guess that does make sense, but still, I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on this because it's old and I don't want to rip it. Ugh. Why do I do this to myself, guys? Okay, this actually might be working. So, I'm doing the stupid seam allowance thing, but I'm also like, I just have it pinned at the very top middle on the shoulder and on the very middle bottom underarm of the armhole. Oy. And then sewing on one side while just stretching it out, sort of like easing it in So the slightly larger part of that pattern is getting stretched into the sleeve, into the armhole, rather. It seems to be working. Or no, the armhole is getting stretched into the sleeve itself. So I'm just like keeping it very taut while having my obvious starting points. So far so good. I've been doing that pretty much everywhere, like putting on the cuffs on the sleeves and the collar itself, just like pulling the shorter fabric into the excess fabric, and because it's such a small amount, it doesn't seem to be too affected by it. We'll see how it looks. Because I know I have my notch here. It's supposed to fit in here. Oh, okay. There is excess on the front side. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna have to undo this whole thing if I keep going. Oh, fuck. I guess adding cuff last was like adding a topper onto a cake. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Although I have heard before of like tailored shirts having the sleeve and the side seam sewn at the same time. I've never done it that way. That doesn't mean much though. I'm always learning different ways of doing things anyway, so it doesn't mean much that even if I haven't done it, that's okay. No, there's just too much excess. I think it's a lazy method. Yeah, I kind of do too. Look at how much extra. That's how much extra there is. It's like a tiny little pleat that I could make out of it, and I could probably just put that right at the top center. Oh, guys. See, I was taught dressmaking and fashion design, but I really wasn't formally taught tailoring. So I'm still learning new things on how to tailor stuff all the time. I have seen the methods that they use for tailoring like a sport coat and stuff like that, and it requires such expensive materials and a know-how about the male body that I just don't. So it's a completely different animal, tailoring is. Alright, so we're gonna have to do... we're gonna have to make do here. Yeah, we'll try this. I just want to get this one sleeve done, and then like maybe take a 10-minute break, just so that I can step away from this frustration for a minute. You feel me? Alright. Alright. I think we might be okay. So far, no, not too much tucks. Just the one. I made a little pleat at the top just to bring in all that excess. I think it'll be okay. Oh, what's going? First thing I did tailoring wise was a tailed waistcoat with collar. And having training, would have helped greatly. I also wish I had real classes, but most of what I know is self-taught or just my aunt giving me some tips here and there. And YouTube and cosplay. I'm surprised it's still wearable. Your tailcoat, wow. Yeah, that sounds hard. Although, if you ever do want to learn about tailoring, I got a great book for you. Great book suggestion. Still relevant. The images are a little bit dated, but this book right here will tell you everything you need to know about tailoring. So, it is illustrated. Tells you like pad stitching, double cross stitch, that sort of thing. How to do all these things. So don't pay attention to the fact that the images are kind of 70s-ish. The basics still apply. There is a newer version, but this one has better illustrations. I think the new version just has photos, whereas these have illustrations in them. Might be easier to do. Yeah, so Classic Tailoring Techniques by Cabrera. That is that book. That was the one that was suggested to me when I was put on the tailoring team for the Santa Fe Opera. I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, they put me on the tailoring team because when you're in film as a sewist, you're called a tailor just because you sew, not necessarily because you tailor. So I put myself down as a tailor for film, and they ended up putting me on the classical tailoring team when I applied for the Santa Fe Opera, and I was like, I think I meant the wrong kind of tailoring, and then I was just on that team, and I ended up learning a lot. Turns out there were 5 apprentices, and I think only one of us had any tailoring experience whatsoever, so the rest of us had to learn tailoring, while everybody else was having to make, oh hey Crafty So Crafty, just grabbing a bite to eat. What's the name of the book? Oh, the name of the book was Classic Tailoring Techniques by Cabrera. What was the last name? Yeah, Cabrera and Myers. Classic Tailoring Techniques for Menswear, Roberto Cabrera. Alright guys, we have a sleeve with a slight little dimple right at the top, which is fine, it actually looks okay. What an adventure! Roberto Cabrera. Alright, this is looking nice. Looking very nice. It's actually looking like a shirt. Ugh. I have one more to put on. Let's see here. Is it this way? I think it's this way for men, isn't it? Is it right to left? I think it's right to left. For guys, right? Right to left? Oh, finally! I made a collar that actually centers. It just needs to be washed. Other than that, though, it's pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah. Jazz hands. Alright, we got one more. Oh! One more sleeve. Hello, everybody. Hi, how you doing? Let's see, who do we have in the chat right now? I don't know how many of these are bots. Lady Kyra's there. Probably lurking, and that's totally fine. Posef and Sierra and So-So. And then there's like names I've never seen before. I think that some of them are bots. Another TV viewer, really. Kugurt, Mishali. There's TC Gamer. Huh. Interesting. And of course, Minty. Oh my gosh, 9 viewers, what's happening? How in the world? I want to make a shirt or dress with a cute bat-like collar. Ooh, that's fun. And you know, the way you do it is you just have like a regular pointed collar. And you kind of just add the little scallops to it. I'm doing a little shout out, seeing who's all in here. So that's all I was doing. Hi. Oh my god, what's happening? TC Gamer is following. Why, thank you, TC Gamer. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but it sounds like a nightmare to turn inside out. Just take the stitching slow and make sure you like snip the hell out of it, because that's going to be really, really curvy. So if you do that, make sure that the seam allowance is pretty small, like the 1/4 inch we were talking about for small curvy things. It can be done. I've done stuff like that. You just have to be patient with it and maybe like develop your technique. It's not easy, but it is doable. Can be done. Can do. One more sleeve. One more sleeve. One more sleeve. Suddenly I thought of one of us. One of us. Gooble gobble, one of us. No, has nothing to do with anything. I don't know what's wrong with me. My brain is just weird. Okay, so this time I am going to center this, and then it's probably gonna get ow. Is it the front or the back? Let's see, where is... Oh gosh, you guys, I cannot wait to get my paints. I ordered those gouache paints, and I want them. I want to play with them. It's just getting a new toy and wanting to play with it. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be using it all the time, but you know how it is, the anticipation of it. Hey, just finding more inspiration for my wife. She loves vintage clothing. Oh, wonderful. Well, yeah, right now I have it as a flapper. That's my next commission that I'm doing. I make all kinds of things, but I mostly do this Lolita fashion thing. And I take commissions, and I do vintage shirts, Western shirts from the 70s, also historical ones. Like, basically anything anybody asks me to make, I could probably make it. I tend to focus, when it's just me, for myself, on things that I like girly frilly things. But yeah, the next commission that I'm going to be having on my table is a flapper dress. And that's going to be due on the 16th, so I gotta get a move on with this guy right here. I gotta do this. I have to finish. I still have to put buttonholes on my thing right here. As soon as I put the sleeve on it. Oh, needs to go the other way. friendly bunch too. I like talking a lot sometimes. Depends on who I have to talk to. Sometimes there's nobody to talk to and I'm just talking to myself, which happens. But mostly I like to teach people sewing. Or like share techniques that I learned and stuff like that. So if that's what your wife is into, then the more the merrier. Everybody's welcome here. Yes, Twitch is not just gamers, although I also do that. But mostly I stream this. Okay, just need to make sure that I have it lined up the right way. Ah. Why with the ridiculous seam allowance? The blouse I'm making also has a 1.5 centimeter for the sleeve seam. For the seam of the sleeve? Well, I mean, I guess so. It just doesn't make sense to me to have such a wide seam allowance on anything unless it's maybe like a hemline or where a zipper goes. You know what I mean? I'll trim it down after I sew it like they say to do. Oh, but why would you have to do that? Oh, around the armhole. That still doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Who are these people? Why are they wrong? Why are they always wrong? Okay, seriously now. Seriously. Seriously. Stay in your place. Stay in your place. You stop that. Oh my God. mom and they said to put 1.5 centimeters for the seams as well. The seams got huge. I have no idea why. Then you use more fabric in turn having to buy more fabric. Yeah, true. They're all in cahoots. It's a conspiracy. And yet, so here I am trying to teach you guys like the economical factory way. So, just to stick it to them, you know? There's no reason to have such a huge seam allowance on anything unless you're doing stage costuming for the aforementioned reasons. Which is, if it's a traveling show and the talent changes and the talent is a larger size, you can let out the seams and resize it to the new talent. Sometimes it changes hands like 5 or 6 times before it might have to be remade or has to be specially made for a particularly large size person or whatever. But if you're not doing that, there is no reason to have giant seam allowances. Just none. None. I'm all mad about it now. Look at me, I'm all salty. Yes, they are. About that, when you have to snip the seams, how do you do that? Snip the seams. When you say snip the seams, in what context do you mean? Do you mean to ease it when it's curvy and you need to like snip them? Because there are a couple ways you can do it. I guess you only have a large seam for the sides. I mean, if you need to, yeah, if you need to let it out, if you don't have the option of fitting your client and you give yourself a wide seam allowance in case it needs to be let out a little bit and changed before they try it on, that's definitely a thing you can do. There are strategic reasons why you would want large seams, but not in this case. So when you have a big seam allowance for stage costumes, yeah, pretty much. Also on the bottom hem, if you need to lengthen something like a waistcoat, you would have a very long seam allowance that might just be folded up and basted by hand or cross-stitched in by hand. And then it could be let down and repurposed. So what do you mean about snipping seams? For when you're doing things like a curvy collar or something like that? Because I did talk about this briefly. I don't know if you were in the chat when that was happening though. Because when I'm snipping to release the tension of the curve, the way I was taught to do it, like if you're doing a princess seam and it's you know, just slightly curvy and you need to release it, you don't want the points where the snips are, so you would stagger it with one on the upper and then a little bit over on the lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, and that way it kind of prevents any of that pointing happening with the curve, within the curve. In a stage costume, if there's a seam that you need to snip, but you have to adjust for another person to use it, well, usually the seams that are adjusted don't have curves in them, so like the side seams or the bottom hem. Anything like in the princess seam or in the center, you know what I'm talking about, that's not going to be messed with. It's only going to be here on the sides and on the bottom, because it doesn't need to be entirely fashion functional, it just needs to look okay on a stage. So there's engineering that goes in that you wouldn't necessarily have in fashion. Alright, this is gonna have to get overlocked anyway. Why am I doing this? If it's gonna be overlocked, why am I doing this to myself? Anyway. Hey, look, I made a shirt. And take off these little threads. Yes, it needs buttons. It needs buttons. I know. Or does it have it? Okay, that's just what I wanted to know. Just realized I've been hemming upside down. Oh! Oh, that's not good. Can you fix it? Can it be fixed? Because, gosh, I hope so. That's a sad time otherwise. There we go. We have a very, very cool Xenomorph work shirt now. Very, very neat. With these nice plackets here and here. Oh, I like these. Very nice. Just needs to be pressed. It needs to be serged or overlocked on the inside of the armhole. Until then, I think we got a pretty nice shirt here, guys. Neato! Yeah! The pattern will hide it, but I'm so annoyed with myself now. Oh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling very, very well. Oh my gosh. So, good luck. I'm sorry. Alright, so from here, see, the thing is though, it's only almost 4 o'clock. I did say that I would take a break, but I'm not going to take like the 45-minute break. I think I might just take like a 10-minute break just to like step away from this for a minute. I still need to put buttons on this, overlock this, and then he's done. This one's done. And then why do I do this to myself? But I had to because I need to pay my rent. So I took a commission to do this right here, flapper dress. Let's see how many pieces there are that I need to cut out in a size 44. I mean, what is the size? The pattern size is 22. I'm using a stretchy fabric because her bust size is actually 45, but the rest of it should fit her, and I could always just take it in below her bust, so that might work out. In any case, there are kind of a lot of pieces. Holy crap. We're going for we're only doing the dress. I don't think I'll be adding the fringe around the neckline due to the fact that it's stretchy, so I might just avoid doing that. I wonder if I can add a stretchy lining to it the way a slip might work. That's an idea. I finally got a GLB in English today. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. They only had like 5 of them published in English, so I think I have 2 of them. I think somewhere. Yeah, I do. Huh. That's cool. Which ones did you get? I think it was just like the first 5 that were ever released in English. Good luck. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, okay. So, in this case, what they're telling you to do is cut it out on the diagonal, so that the pieces are stretchy on the bias. But instead, I just got some 4-way stretch pané, which is fine, so I'm not going to need to do that. So the grain line is diagonal on the pieces, but I'm not going to follow that. I'm just going to do straight up and down. And it should work for my purposes. Let's see, just all the A pieces. Okay, so it's not that bad. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 is the guide for the shoulder straps, not even like a pattern piece. Front facing, back facing. I think we're gonna be okay. It's not gonna be that bad. It's what, 5 pieces, 4 pieces? 4 pattern pieces? Side front, side back. 5 pieces. Not a problem. Okay, so it's not as bad as maybe I initially thought it would be. Right. 4 pieces. Well, the front and back facing, front and back side, and then front and back. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break, 10 minutes, I'll be back. I'll see you in 10 minutes. Boop, 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 boop.
knocking, so if that beat ain't 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 knocking, let's get it knocking hard. I want this, 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 I know this, from the board, from the board, from the board, it's all I want. This, 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 I know this, from the board, from the board, from the board, it's all I want. This, 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 I know this, from the board, from the board, from the board, it's all I want. This, 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 I know this, from the board, from the board, from the board, it's all I want. That beat, 'cause I'm bored. 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 That beat, 'cause I'm. I came to start the party, 'cause I'm the party starter. So if that beat ain't knocking, let's get it knocking harder. I came to start the party, 'cause I'm the party, 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 party. I'm this party, 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 party. I know this party, I'm this, this, this. I know this party, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. I know this. I'm the party, I'm the party, I'm the party. It's all I want. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. I know this. I'm the party, I'm the party, I'm the party. It's all I want. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. I know
And we're back. Okay. So, I left this exactly where I left it. What? I'm all over the place. It's almost over. You get to choose some buttons. I think some basic black buttons for this thing would be fine. I would think. If you're still there, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the subscriptions I've been getting. That's exciting. That really helps me out. So, hopefully we can raise a little bit of money, a little more money for my serger here to be repaired. I tightened it. I'm hoping that it's gonna do the thing that I need it to do. So let's find out. I really just need to get a new one. I really want to get that one that we talked about, guys. It's the newer model of this one. I think I can find it for about $180. Or if I get enough commissions, I might be able to pull that off too. So we shall wait and see. All right, let's do some overlocking. It's overlock time. Let's make sure we're not going to cut a hole into our fabric here. So far, so good. And I'm hoping it just holds up long enough. If I have to keep tightening it, I don't know how long that's going to last. I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see. Luckily, the overlocking doesn't take that long. Broke thread mid-ruffle, but managed to connect it. Oh, good. Good. That's good. That's lucky. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. It's so annoying. In the middle of a project, and then something goes awry, and you're like, Okay. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, there's one. To the other one here. You know what I really need to do is order more snap parts. I have all the tops for the snaps. I just need the prongs and the little rings that go underneath things. I think snapsource.com is the place where I can get that stuff. I have it all like set up in a shopping cart. I just haven't checked out yet. I do that a lot. I tend to go shopping for things, leave it in a cart, and then figure out if I really need that thing, and then I'll go back a couple days later and decide to buy it, unless it's on a crazy sale. Oh no, the video isn't showing, and hello! What did I just get? I got a new follow. Ava, Betty, Craft, and Joanne? Oh, did I miss it? Let's say right there. Is the video not showing? Video is okay for me. Oh, Betty Crafton just followed me on Instagram too. Hello, new friend. How are you? Tell me about yourself. What do you do? What do you like? Wanna come over for tea? Yeah, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, just refresh it. Just refresh it. Sometimes Twitch is weird. I've been having problems with it though today. It's been a little bit, how do I say, temperamental. Also, Streamlabs tried to suggest new settings for me, and tried it, and I'm like, nope, this isn't working. catch up. Oh, okay. You didn't miss much. Alright, I think that is all the overlocking I need to do. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any gentlemen, but I'm just trying to be equal, it is time for some buttonholes. So, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it did. Ah. Serger. All right. Do you think it goes this way, right? The buttonholes for a man's shirt goes on the right side. I always forget. I'm so bad about that. I always forget which side it's supposed to go. Let's see. Last I saw the placket, the first placket. Oh, okay. Oh, so yeah, we got a lot done. This is practically done. We're gonna put some buttonholes on it, and then I'll have to sew buttons on it, which I will do on my own time because I can just sit and watch something and sew buttons on by hand. But the buttonholes do need to be machined. Oh, okay, yeah, I've been busy. Yeah, I've been busy. All right, so it's this way, right? Damn it. I know I did it right on this one. I'll just look at it. Oh, okay. No, okay. The buttonholes go on this side. I do declare. Right. Okay, so we are going to measure the length between the top button, which we're going to start at about like probably a centimeter from that neckline. Yeah, let me move this. I'm just gonna do a little mark, a marky mark in the funky bunch. Okay. So we'll start our first buttonhole here. And then the buttons don't necessarily need to go all the way down. Maybe to here. I'm kind of just eyeing it at this point. Really, Cal? Right in front of me? Knocking over the trash, trying to get in there. Silly. I do. I have one-step buttonholes on my brother down there, so it's really convenient to have just a one go at a buttonhole. It's fine. I'm fine with this. Huh, what happened to my little, I had my other one. I like that one, but I'll use this. I'm going to measure this in metric because it's easier. So we'll do, no, I want to find it. I want to find my other one. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh boy, there it is. Alright, this is going to give me a little bit more accuracy because it starts past the little tab here. So I know that this is exactly what it needs to be. And we're going to start it here at 0. We're looking at 59 centimeters. I'm back to feed the wolves. I had to feed the wolves. Are they satisfied? Have they calmed down? So let's say we want 6 buttons on here. So 59 divided by 6 is about It might be too wide. 9.8. What do I need? This guy. So 9.8. Whoops. It's almost 10 centimeters, obviously. Yeah, that's not too bad. Good. All right, AFK so no problem. Let's see. For this project, I do have a white marking pencil that I can use. Be a little more accurate when I'm placing my marks for the buttonholes, as they will be. 9.8 right here. Here. Let me just. That's better. So I just divided, I measured the space between my start and stop, divided it by 6 because I'm going to have 6 buttons, and gave me the interval in which to place the buttons. So that's what I'm doing. 8 here. 1.8 there. One more. Over there. 9.8. Right. Well, that's going to be hard to see. Okay. And how wide is this? So I could probably get away with 1.5 from here. Water soluble, so I'm not too worried about marking it here, 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 and then down here. Okay, and then this guy gets one just, I think, at the top. It's supposed to go upward. Right there. Okay, so then, now that we have all our buttonhole placement marks, we need to choose the size of buttons. For a second I thought things were going to fall on me. So for this experiment, I require, let's see, did I put it in here? This guy, and then I need oh, you guys, I did it again. I think though I have an idea. I think I may have put it, yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Gosh darn it. No. Okay, bear with me, because I'm going to have to be looking for my, my attachment. Oh, for goodness sake. This is really happening. Meow. It's really not dinner time time, though. No. 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 This cat. Hey, Jack Steele. How you doing? Hello, Omni. It is button time. Button time. If I can find the thing that I'm looking for. And I honestly don't remember what I did with it. Oh, God. Oh, again, as per usual, right in front of my face, right in my toolbox where I think it should go and where it did go. So, okay, Goblin, you need to be fed? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. But you gotta feed me, human! That's what he's saying. Alright, fine. Yeah? Oh my god. Ugh. This is how much I love you. Yeah, both of you. Ridiculous. Don't say I never did nothing for you. Oy vey. Alright, so I found my things. Phew! That's a relief. Now, I have to take this thing off. Yeah. So setting this guy up for buttons is super easy. Like, this is the whole reason I got this machine, because it's computerized. It has like 100 stitches, and it has one-step buttonholes. Best buttonholes ever. You don't have to fiddle with like so many dials and all that stuff and do it like 3 steps. I think 3-step buttonholes are pretty common for the mechanical types. But yeah, this guy cost me like 140 bucks and never complained. The other one I had an older model that started dying on me. So I just ended up getting the newer version because it was on sale and I happened to be able to do it. And so I did. I'm so happy I did. I love this guy. Alright, 1-step buttonholes. Let's get this ready. Just need to pull my thread through underneath. Okay, there we go. Set it up to, I think 35 is the one that I usually like. So then the other thing about the 1-step buttonholes is here on the back. I don't know, can you see this? Right here, you put in the button itself and it will do the buttonhole size to the size of the button that you put in here. So it's pretty useful. Where are you taking donations? I think, you know what? I should be more informed about that. I just kind of randomly put it on there because I really need to repair my serger. Where? That is a good question. I think under tips? It should be under tips. Unless that's... Yeah, it's the tips link. Thank you! Also, you could do !tips, I think, and it'll give you the link as well. Thanks, Minty! I am a little slow. Oh, I love my asshole cat. He likes to knock things over. Alright, one of these has the buttons I am looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. Where are they? Here they are. Alright. Without the capital or tip. I am terrible. Maybe it's just tip. I don't remember. There it is. Sorry. I'm not used to that one, so I appreciate it though. Oh yeah, and then this guy is gonna need to get marked. well. Haha! So let's see, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think it's 7? 7. So I just need to find 7 buttons of about the same size. This is like a variety of pack that I bought. Okay. Wow, that's a bigger one than I thought I had. So far, so good. 5, 6, 7. And then for the cuffs, we can do them in this style. See if I can find enough of those. Here's these guys. For these small, that's for the collar. I don't know, did I do 3? I think I did 3. I feel like I'm playing Tiddlywinks. Are those the same? Is this the same as this one? It looks like it is. Tiddlywinks. Okay, 1 more of those. Yeah. So it's 3 for the cuffs. 3 and 3, so 6. We have 7 buttons for the center front. The collar gets a smaller, similar design. And that should be that. You purposely using different buttons? Yeah, for the cuffs I'm using slightly different buttons than the center front. Because I just have this variety pack, so I don't really... I mean, I'm not going crazy and making like different buttons for the center front. Those are all going to be the same, but different from the cuffs to the center front. Ah! Did I lose one? Oh no! Huh. Can't keep re-entering. I'll watch it later. Oh, no worry. Not authorized. Aww. How strange. Minty was able to do it. I wonder why. I think I know why. I think I know why that's happening. Yeah, it's also, no, there it is. Because my name changed. And I didn't change the darn link. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. My apologies. That needs to be updated. See how often I even think about the tip thing? Because I don't. So, yeah, I'm gonna fix that after a while, you know, okay? Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi there.
You like it?
Thank you.
It's gonna get buttons on now.
Is that just the buttons now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting. But
Pleats on this cuff.
I'm gonna
collar.
sing tomorrow night, so.
Oh, good. It should be done by then. I'm gonna sew on the buttons by hand while I'm watching something tonight or something like that. So.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, it looks good, huh?
Yeah, and the fabric's not terribly thick either.
No, it's not. It's a good work shirt. Right?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I'm just excited.
Now it works. Hooray! Thanks for your patience. Sorry. I'll fix it eventually. Jeez. Carol doesn't know what she's doing. That goes to the cup. Thanks, Omni. Thanks, Minty. Appreciate it a lot. Okay, we're gonna do that. Let's start our first buttonhole, and let's see if we can get a better view of this. So what I'm gonna try to do here, go back to remote. We're gonna go to this shot so you can see me, but I'm gonna change this angle right here. So you can sort of see what I'm doing. Let me move it a little closer. Kinda, yes, no, maybe so. Something like that. Okay. Just gonna center it. Okay. Clap. Oh God. Oh darn. Oh no, it's doing this thing. Did I get the wrong one? I have an older one. I thought I was using the newer one, but I might be wrong. I thought I threw that one away because it wasn't working anymore. Well, nuts. Oh, really? What am I checking? Wait a minute. I'm gonna go back this way. Oh, it's... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Oh! Oh my God, you guys! Oh! Thank you so much! Oh my gosh, you guys! Oh, come on, update, because I know that there's updates now. You guys are amazing! Thank you, thank you! Well, I'll definitely be able to get my serger fixed now. So that is awesome. Yay, I can keep working! Now I just have to figure out this buttonholer thing. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. I need to figure out some kind of reward for this. Like, I don't have emotes yet, but I still have stickers, and I know I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Oh, there's that thing. Oh man, you guys are awesome. That is not the one. Oh. Ah. I think this one looks newer, so it's probably this one. Yay, thank you, Minty, for those. Now that we know how they work. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I don't know what to say. Okay, so I'm putting a back lacing in the blouse I'm making that I don't even know if I'll use the lacing, but it will look pretty. Like a corset lacing. Like a corset lacing. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's definitely gonna look pretty. It's probably, you know, I sometimes do that, like a faux corset lacing, just because I like the crisscross look. So I can't say I haven't done that myself. I saw that some Lolita blouses have it, so I'll do it too. Yeah, especially if you have a princess seam in the back. I have some loopy stuff. Oh, didn't we talk about like doing an exchange, or that I have so much lace that I can probably sell by the yard for an inexpensive price that I thought maybe we could do a little like show and tell, and I can show you guys my lace. For instance, I have a loopy lace that I use a lot for corset lacing like that. I could probably sell it to you for like $1 a yard or something like that. But I like to use that. Yeah! I like to use that for corset lacing or just making rouleau and doing it that way. Sometimes if I do need like a blouse to have some cinching mechanism just to bring it in on the waistband, I'll put just like a one tie of ribbon if I need it to be cinched very simply. That is also an option. To undo this now, it's a mess. I was using the wrong one, you guys. I was using the wrong attachment. I'm hoping I didn't ruin it completely here. I just need to pull out all this mess of thread now. Somehow this too shall pass. Yeah, that is a nice option. It's simple too if you don't want to mess with like putting in rouleau or putting in the corset lacing or needing a corset lacing. Just having like a simple cinching mechanism in the back really helps out if you just want it to look a little bit more fitted without all the extra work. Although the corset lacing really does look pretty, I have to admit. I like it too. Okay, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fix this. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna get these knots out of my huge mistake. I was today years old when I learned I could listen to Critical Role on Spotify. Oh, good job! You're listening to Critical Role on Spotify? Aw! He is a man after my own heart. Oh wait, he is the man after my own heart, and he's got it. I had a question for you. I am working on making a polo shirt. I found the main fabric for the shirt, but can't seem to find where to get the ribbing for the collar and cuffs. So it's called ribbing. Yeah, that's tough. But you might have more luck if it's called if you look for ribbing. You can find it for things like sweatshirts. I know that much. Did you already look for ribbing? And no luck there? Okay, did I fix it? I think I fixed it. Yeah, no, that's definitely a specialty fabric that you're not going to be able to find in just any basic store. So your best bet, if you live in New York or LA, you can go to the fashion district and go there, or your best bet is online. So you're going to have to go to places like fabric.com. I don't know if fashionfabricsclub.com has it. Discount Fabric Store, or is that what it is? Discount. Onlinefabricstore.net might have it. And then there's Wholesale Fabric Supply, I think. But online is definitely going to be your best bet. If you Google it, ribbed fabric, or ribbing fabric, then you might have better luck. I will search on that term, yeah. Yeah, that stuff, I did try looking for that stuff myself because I was making like little hoodies with rabbit ears, and it required some ribbing for the cuffs of the sleeves. And impossible to find in Joann's or any place like it. Most home sewers just don't work with this stuff. Alright, that's much better. Yeah. Yeah, I end up looking for very specific types of fabrics sometimes, and most of the time Joann's just doesn't carry it. Hobby Lobby definitely doesn't carry it because they're more catering towards quilters and home dec. So things like, I try to search for things like sateen, which is something that even a lot of those people that work in those stores have never heard of. It's basically a satin weave cotton fiber. They're like Georgette. I can't find Georgette anywhere. I have to go online for most of these things, like ribbing. Sometimes if I wanted tricot chiffon, I have to go online again because nobody really carries this stuff. It's not a common fabric type. Alright, wait, did I miss it? I did, I missed it. What in the world? My cat got stuck somewhere, I think. Let's see. Try Mood Fabrics. Yes, Mood Fabrics is also a good choice. They are in New York, so of course you would be able to find just a whole variety of fabric. Though, I do want to say that their store stock is not the same as what they have in their warehouses that they sell online. Though they do have a lot of that hard to find stuff anyway. Fabric.com is another option, yeah. So lately I've replaced both my serger and my sewing machine light bulbs with daylight light bulbs. Bye-bye.
I'll be back.
Oh, you're gonna be back. Okay, never mind. Makes a huge difference, at least for me. Yeah, for sure. That's cool. And yeah, you can change the light bulbs on your little guys here. I think this one has an LED. Thanks, Lady Kyra, for answering that question. Let's see if I can pay attention. Aha! Found it. These marks are a little bit not as contrasty as I need them to be because it's black or gray and white, and so my marks are white. I'm doing my best. Okay, getting there. So close to getting there. There it is. I found you. Alright, so this time, maybe I'll be able to show you what this actually looks like when it's doing the one step. Don't know how well you can see that. Gosh darn it. There. Okay, good enough for now. So I've got my button here, I got this lever down, and all I have to do is set it right where the mark needs to be, and then kind of just let it go. I don't even have to do anything. It's pretty cool. This thing was 140 bucks, people. It's awesome. Let's see. Hype for 11 of us. Oh my god! Wow! Hello! Oh my gosh! There's like so much stuff happening today. I can't even express it. I'm like so excited. Let's go back. I mean, you saw the buttonholing. It's okay. It's like one time. It's fine. You see it once, you see it all the time. You don't need to see it the whole time. Oh my god. This is so exciting. Thank you, guys. Wait, where's my mark? Did I miss my mark again? I sure did. There it is. I got you. Buttonhole attachment is rad. It is pretty cool. Did I get raided or something? What's happening? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It didn't tell me anything. So, just suddenly 9 people. Alright, that's cool. Let's see. I'm a little curious. Oh my gosh. La, 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 la. One day. No? I once knew how to do this. Oh, here. Users in chat. Betty Crafton. We got Alder's Toolbox. Electrical longboard. Jack Steele. Lady Kyra. Mishali. Omni. Joseph. Sierra Lars. And then I should read the bottom one. It's like hiding. Oh, that's why. Nope, still hiding. Ah, dang, I can't read it. Okay. That's okay. Moving on! Oh my god, we're almost there. Ah, the haha. I love it. It's so satisfying. I used to make a lot more blouses too, which is the whole reason that I got this kind of machine. Oh, I got one more. Hang on. Got one more. Yeah, it's super useful. It's liberating. It is. Here. Choo-choo-choo. Buttonholes. Oh, you can barely see them because it's in that gray. I have it in a dark gray. Alright, and then we're going to do 3, maybe just 2, and we could do maybe one on the, I don't know. Okay, so then for this one, we have slightly smaller buttons, so I'm going to switch out the button that goes in this little space back here. And I don't even have to do much. Kind of mark it with my pencil. Okay, so if I did it over here. Okay, there's one side. Oh, I do still have to do the collar over here too. Where's that other one? On the top. Okay. Wait a minute. So amazing. You guys are just amazing. I still can't believe that. It's such a nice surprise. Alright, we're doing this. We're doing the cuffs. Start. See if I can make a. Yeah, there it is. Right there. Oh, maybe it should be more like this. Do do do. I think this needle is starting to get a little dull. Okay, there's one cuff. Almost there. Wow, 13 viewers! Oh my gosh, hello to everybody. That is so exciting. Welcome. Welcome to the Nerd Sewing channel, where I teach people little sewing tips. That looks pretty good. Xenomorph fabric. Oh, Xenomorph shirt is almost done. Did I mark it on the wrong side? I sure did. Good job. Good job. Alright, so let's try to get it the same. Oh. Yeah, this guy. I think this is gonna be right here. And we're kind of like right here. And somewhere in the middle. Right there. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Oh, I had a yellow one. Don't I have a yellow one of these? Thought I did. No, it's also a white one. Really? Really though? I mean, I guess. Weird. I thought I had a yellow one. I was wrong. Wrongy wrong. Alright, so maybe this will work? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh boy. Almost done, almost done. Okay. One more on the collar. And this is all gonna get cleaned up too. There's a couple different ways to open up buttonholes as well. There's actually a tool for buttonholing where you have like a little piece of wood underneath and then you have a chisel that you hammer. But honestly, I just use a seam ripper. Just be careful to go towards the middle from the end and then go from the other end to the middle to open it. Okie dokie. Last one. And now I need to change my button. I need to change my button. It needs to be this one. Because it's going to be small. There. Oh, it wasn't down. Oh, good job, me! Good thing I didn't get too far. Oh boy, that would have been a disaster. That would have been not good, okay? Okay. Needs to go this way for reasons. Because the button goes backwards when it's being embroidered in. Is this going to be a problem? Are you going to be a problem? You're not going to be a problem. So, try this again. Where is it? Right here? Yeah. Right about there? Okay. Just reset that. Ta-da! Buttonholes are done! We got this. All right, we have mostly almost completed xenomorph shirt, xenomorph work shirt. And also, I think I just need to throw this away. So my attachment for this machine, actually this came with the other machine, and the spring inside of it, I guess makes sense that it would be wearing out after lots of time. It starts to lose its springiness. It starts to be less tense, and so it doesn't grab onto the fabric and move it when it's doing the buttonhole anymore, which is why it just ends up becoming useless. So like the timing goes off when you're trying to use this guy, and it doesn't line up your square of your buttonhole anymore. So when this one came with a new one, we discovered that that was the issue, that, oh, this feels different from the new one. The new one actually has like some tension to it. This does not. So this is now trash. And I also found out that if I ever needed to, I could always get replacement buttonhole feet for that one-step buttonhole. Anyway, I just realized this has a lot of buttons on it, but maybe that's okay. It'll really it'll really keep it on there. It looks really great though. I'm very happy with this result. It has just basic pockets here. It has the buttonholes, 3 buttonholes on the sleeve cuffs, 1 on the collar, and it looks like it's actually going to be pretty comfortable, especially after wearing it. It's going to break down the fibers a little bit and soften them. So that's going to be pretty cool. So now we have a completed Xenomorph shirt. And check out this pattern. It actually matches pretty nicely the way that this side and this side are going. So that's very, very cool. I'm very happy with this. So that's done for now. I'm going to open up the buttonholes and then sew on the buttons by hand. But I'm not going to do that on stream because that's boring and I can just be watching something while I do that. Oh, it's got a very, very substantial interfacing on the neckline, so that's going to be pretty good. Alright, so these are the buttons I've chosen, which I'll need to put somewhere safe. So cool! Yay! Thank you! Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I was a little bit worried about the stiffness of the fabric from Spoonflower, but I think it worked out. I think it's okay. What do I have? Do I have like a small vessel? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. An old medicine thing, and I can put all the buttons on in there and keep that all together. So I'm going to set this aside over here. Let's see, let's put away some tools just to make room. Let's see, I don't need this guy. This goes here, this here, this here, this is this one. I am going to need my paper scissors. I'm going to put away these scissors and this pattern, which I don't need anymore. This is that pattern that I made the shirt out of. That has the ridiculous seam allowance that I kept complaining about. 5/8 seam allowance. Bah! So I'm going to wrap these loose bits inside the instructions to be able to slip them easily into the envelope that's already like really torn apart, but still. There we go. This I will need eventually. I don't want to lose that. These, that, this, that, and the other thing. Alright. Well, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to cut out the pattern for this, and then tomorrow I can cut out the fabric for it. Okay, let's see what we got. So we need to do the size 22 for my client. We're doing style A, that one. I found it the least offensive. I felt like this was like a really cheap interpretation of what a flapper is supposed to look like, but this is the one they chose, and so I'm like, I'm gonna make it look good. I don't care. I'll do it. So I noticed that she has this velvety sort of fabric. So the fabric that I chose for this project is kind of a ribbed penne. It's very pretty. I think I showed you guys yesterday on stream. But I chose this specifically because it is a stretch fabric. And this poor lady has trouble finding very particular pieces like this in her size because of her bust. So I wanted to make sure that I can make something that gave it some ease for her to breathe in and not have to squeeze into a dress that might be period. So I chose this penne. It's a ribbed penne. It's very, very pretty in this gray color with the fringe that's supposed to go around the bottom. So we attach it here and then we just snip off the very bottom, or I think you could pull it apart. Just like take it off. There is a way. Pretty sure there's a way. But this is fringe, and then these are going to be the shoulder straps, which I may or may not reinforce with something else, because this might be itchy, and I don't think I like that. So what I might end up doing is just cutting out some shoulder straps from this fabric and reinforcing it with some cotton interfacing, the woven interfacing, and just making some shoulder straps and like applying this on top to make it look pretty. I don't know. Still figuring that out. For now, I need to cut out the pattern because this is due. This needs to be finished and on a body by the 16th. What day is it right now? What's the day? What? Come on, stop it. Stop it. It's the 8th. Okay, so I've got 8 days. We can do it. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I'm pretty sure. So, it's style A, it's in size 22, and then any adjustments we'll just work with as we go along. Let's see. These look like they're all B. I wish it would just tell me like what pieces are included on this sheet. How about this one? Are these like... Oh really, Cal? Little rat. There's no stopping him anymore. He just goes up there. Okay, this is the first few... Yeah. The first pieces that I needed happen to be conveniently located on one sheet. Hooray. Ha ha ha. Alright, so we have the front. Is it the front? Really? It's the front. Yes, this is the center front. Then we have the side, front, and back. And then we have side, front, and back for A? What? For different sizes. Oh, there we go. Ah! I was like worried for a second. I'm like, why do I have 2 of these? It's because they're different sizes and we need size 22. So we're going to be cutting out 22 for that one. We're not doing the purse. Although it would be kind of cute to just make a purse afterwards, you know? I like using up my scraps. We have the back. We have the facing, back facing. Again in 2 different sizes, so we would take this one, back facing and front facing. Okay, no problem. So like 5 pieces, right? 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? Where is 4? What is 4? Is there a 4? Somewhere around here, there's supposed to be like a guideline for the shoulder straps. Oh, I found it right there. It's right there. Okay. Shoulder strap guideline. And honestly, I could probably just cut out a piece of that pané, interface it, and then place that beautiful sequins on top of a shoulder strap so I can make it less itchy as far as having that sequin trim. It's a very beautiful combination. It's just not going to be very comfortable with the sequin trim by itself, which is, I guess, the way that they suggest to do it. Weird. I don't know why. Alright, so let's get started cutting everything out. Shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And now we get started with the thing that takes the longest. Hooray! And I know I say, don't cut outside of the line. Don't do that. I'm trying not to, though. You can cut on the line. That's okay. I'm cutting on the outermost line for size 22. So how is everybody's evening so far? Autofocus is being a little weird. Oh no! Yeah, let me fix that, cause that's annoying. Sorry. Yeah, it tends to go a little crazy. And I try to turn that off beforehand. Apologies for that. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I can never tell because I'm over here. So thanks. Thanks for telling me. Okay. Let's try to just get into a position that makes sense for this. That darn autofocus. Sorry. I think once everything is cut out, it'll be pretty easy to put together. I do have some really nice, like slip type fabric that I might use instead of the facing. I might just double up on the fabric itself and make like an inner out of the slip fabric, so it has like a built-in slip. I think I want to do that. I already have it. It's already there and it's not getting used, so might as well. This project is paying for my rent this month. It's very nice. And then you guys are amazing in helping me out with my repair costs. So I still can't believe that. That is just incredible. I never thought that doing anything on Twitch like this would result in having the support of a community the way that I do. So that's awesome. I'm kind of still flabbergasted, so there's that. Here is one piece. And we don't need this one, we need this one. So I'll just cut this right off. And the purse pattern is over here too, so I don't need that. Okay. Really? Oh, this gets folded first. No? No. This gets folded. Then this gets folded. Sweet. That over there. Okay, so the facing, here's what we need. We need 22. I guess I'm not going to be able to use any of these sizes if I cut it out like this, and I don't want to copy it over. This is a one-time use kind of pattern. So I'm just going to cut it out. But it is an option if you wanted to make these in different sizes. You would keep your pattern and just copy the size that you need with some tracing paper. Or, if you don't want to use tracing paper, alternatively, I suppose you could use one of those things, the spiky wheel things, tracing wheel, Ponce wheel, and you would have the paper underneath that you're copying to, and copying on top, you have your pattern, and then you're just doing the little spiky thing, tracing wheel, right along the lines of the size that you need. So you can keep your pattern sizes as they're graded and just have a copy of the size that you're using. Okay. Time is it? Oh, it's 5:04. All right, so I'm just gonna finish cutting this out just so that I have it done, and then we'll end the stream there in a little bit, and then we'll come back tomorrow and get started on this flapper dress. I don't expect that it's gonna take me that long. And the stretchy fabric will do well with my walking foot on there. So that should be pretty easy peasy. And I can go over all the little tricks on how to sew on stretch fabrics. If you wanted to join me tomorrow, that's what we'll be doing. This is gonna be interesting to put that fringe trim on. This weird like shape, the triangular shape. Okay, we're just gonna try it. We're gonna do it. I still like the idea of adding a slip inside of it though. So that should be cool. There's the front and back side. And then we have, here are the facings, which I may not use. So I'll just kind of leave those as is until I might decide I need them or not. Oh, and also this the shoulder strap guide, which I might just make a shoulder strap out of. I'll add some seam allowance to it to make it a little bit wider to deal with. And we can apply it. Let's see, is it on? No, it's just straight. It's not on a fold or anything. Okay. So we'll set that over there, and then we're going to cut this guy out right here. And I may or may not use the facing. If I'm making another whole inside dress that just finishes those edges, I probably don't need the facing, because the facing is really just there to help finish those edges. And if it were more structured instead of a stretchy fabric, that would also be used for keeping the structure of the top of the dress. Alright, gonna head out. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, Post-Ep. We're almost done here, but hopefully we'll see you tomorrow too. Bye-bye. And you guys, do you see how I am not cutting out stupid little triangles here? Do you see that? Because you're not supposed to. This is gonna have to be ironed. Ugh. The paper is so wrinkly. And I want it to sit flat when I cut it out, so that's gonna have to be treated with an ironing. Well, this isn't taking as long as I thought it would, thank goodness. I was a little bit worried that I was running so behind. But I think we're gonna be okay. We are gonna be okay. And then apparently I'm gonna make little baby Yodas. Maybe. He hasn't gotten back to me yet, but that might be fun, to make little baby Yoda outfits for some sculptures. All right. Whew, that is done. Huzzah! We cut out the pieces for flapper dress. So that'll be tomorrow. Got front and back, side and back and shoulder. And then we'll just do a duplicate of this to make a slip. I think I've got this fabric here. So I have that gray, but then I also have, I think I have, I don't know if I actually have enough of this white stuff, and it might be too thick. So instead, I have this. It's definitely more like a slip fabric. I think, is it two-way or one-way? Oh, it's only two-way, which actually might not be so bad, because if it's two-way, we'll make sure that the two-way is going side to side instead of up and down. So this might work if we lined it with this fabric. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it looks. And yeah, we're gonna end the stream there. So, let's see here. Yay, my blouse is looking quite nice in my opinion, but my cat wants me to sleep now or lay down. Well, it is late where you are. Luckily, we're about to say goodnight, so hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for donating. I so appreciate that. I really do, because this thing has been a pain and I just need to get it fixed. So thank you for that. And yeah, we're just going to continue on with this flapper project tomorrow. And we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. So thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.